Hi, welcome to Happy Place Festival. My name's Aicha and I am definitely happy to be here. So we are going to work a little bit on breathing and a little bit on getting some balance into our lives. But before I tell you about all of that, I want you to just stop, leave behind everything that's happened before you've arrived to this place and drop into your body. And how we're going to do that is just by taking 3 deep breaths, super easy. I'm using some of my Breathe Mist, but you can do this with me just by rubbing your hands together. So you want to rub them fast enough so you start to feel the heat. When you feel the heat, that is the energy building up in between your hands. So you feel that heat, slow it down. Bring your hands into a prayer position, bring your prayer up to your forehead, lightly press your fingers in between that space in your eyebrows. Close your eyes and take a deep inhale. And an easy exhale. Twice more. So we inhale, filling up from our belly, filling up our lungs. And exhale. And the last one, deepest inhale yet. And exhale. Just let everything go. You can just drop your hands into your lap. Keep your eyes closed a second. Let your breath just settle into its own natural rhythm. Gently open your eyes. And welcome back with me. So my name's Aicha Mckenzie. I'm a yoga teacher, a movement director, dance director. I'm a breath coach, and I also am the CEO of an award-winning agency which works in the fields of entertainment and fashion. I'm also a mother of 2. And the reason I'm telling you all of that stuff is because I, like you, am a really busy person. And I have definitely had huge problems with stress and how it affects me and how I have to kind of work things out in order to have the best life possible. So one of those key things that I worked out really helps me is when I start to create a bit of balance in my life. Now, that might be easier said than done, but it all begins with lots of little practices that you can just drop in everywhere throughout your life. The whole idea of breathe is balance, reset, energize, activate, transform, heal, exhale. And that is all the things that your breath can do for you. And I want to tell you a little bit about why and how your breath is able to change you from one state to another state really quickly. So did you know that we breathe on average between 25 and 30,000 times every single day? And luckily for us, that is one of those things that we don't have to think about. Your breath just comes in and out of your body. Your brain is not having to think about, oh, I need to breathe right now, like the same way that you have to think about, oh, I need to send that email, or I need to cook dinner or whatever. Your breath is just coming in and out. So it's one of those things that happens automatically up to 30,000 times a day. But if we actually do think about it and do bring some awareness to our breath, there are ways that we can breathe that makes us able to change state. So the reason that it is because we were designed to be in one of 2 states, either fight or flight or freeze, which is our nervous system which we need to switch on in order to protect ourselves, or rest and digest and reproduce, which is our nervous system that allows us to simply chill out and have our body doing all the things that it needs to do to keep us really nice and healthy. Our bodily responses from a stressful email or your never-ending to-do list or an argument with a loved one work in exactly the same way. You can't be in two states at the same time. That's why breathing is super, super important. Because today we're going to concentrate on balance, I'm going to give you a little breathing exercise that we can do together right now, which helps balance each side of your body. This exercise is called alternate nostril breathing. So, as it says on the tin, you're going to breathe in through one nostril and you're going to breathe out through the other nostril. Then you're going to breathe in through one nostril and you're going to breathe out through the other nostril. So your breath is literally traveling up one side of your body and traveling down the other side, and then coming up one side of your body and traveling back down the other side. So it's balancing as it goes along. So you can do this with me. Bring your peace fingers up like that and put them just in that little space where we touched before, that space in between your eyebrows. If you apply a light bit of pressure there, I mean, sometimes you might have heard that space referred to as your third eye. It's definitely a point which connects to your intuition. If you put your fingers up there, then you take your thumb, and we're going to work with our thumb and our ring finger. So your thumb is going to close off your right nostril. So I'm doing the same as you. Thumb is going to close off your right nostril and you're going to inhale through your left. So let's inhale together. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Using your ring finger, block off your left nostril so that you're totally closed. And then open up your thumb and exhale through your right. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the exhale. Now inhale through your right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close off. Open your ring finger and exhale through your left. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can close your eyes. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, up the left side. Close everything off, hold. Exhale through your right side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close your thumb. Hold. Exhale through your left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just go in your own counts. So inhaling through the left. Closing off when you've got enough. And exhaling through the right as you open up your thumb. And then this is the last round, inhaling through your right. And closing your thumb, hold at the top. And exhale through your left. Now just drop your hands and see if you can continue to inhale like you're inhaling through your left nostril, but you're just imagining it traveling up the left side of your body. And exhaling through the right and traveling all the way down the right side of your body. And then inhaling through the right side of your body. Imagine yourself inhaling only through your right nostril. And exhaling out your left, all the way back down. So once you've done that, again, just allow your breath to take its own natural rhythm. Just aware of it. Not judging it. Not getting into a story about if you did that right or wrong. You did it just fine. Okay, so you can open your eyes again, flutter them open. And welcome back. So we talk about balance and wanting to be in this lovely, blissful state of balanced life. But before we can achieve that, we really need to work out what exactly are we trying to balance. That's a really, really, really important question. So actually, pause this video right now, go and get a pen and a piece of paper, and then come back. Okay, you're back. Right, so take your pen and your paper and ask this to yourself. What do I even want to balance? Take a moment and just write it down. As you're writing, you know, it definitely doesn't need to be poetic. I often find that just writing down a whole list of words that trigger me into different ideas is a really, really useful practice for journaling. So once you've worked out what it is that you want to balance, see if every choice that you make is sending you back to being able to balance that one thing. So we've just done a bit of breathing. You could set an intention as you're doing that breathing exercise. Or we could also do some body movements that help us play with the idea of balance. So one of the practices of balance is about how your body actually physically responds to having to balance. That's a really good way of practicing, bringing the idea into everything you do. So here's another exercise that I do that I'd like for you to join in with me. Sit in a cross-legged position if you find that comfortable, or you could sit on your knees, and if that's a little bit uncomfortable, you can put something underneath your knees, or you can put something padded just underneath your thighs. And once again, close your eyes. So take a deep inhale, filling up your belly, filling up your chest, and exhale, letting everything go. You can take your right hand and place it over your belly. So as you inhale, you can feel your belly rising underneath your hand. And as you exhale, you can feel it slightly falling away. So here you're just starting to breathe into that parasympathetic nervous system that we spoke about. The system that allows you to connect to your rest and digest and reproduce. That system that tells you that you're totally safe, and that you're not in any danger. So keep breathing here, inhaling and exhaling. And inhaling and exhaling. And then kind of let your hand come off of your belly, placing it on your knee. And as you inhale, you're just going to open up your chest a little bit. And as you exhale, you're going to curve your spine in a little bit like that. So you're starting to rock as you inhale, opening up your chest. And as you exhale, curving back. So your body is just starting to create this little wave movement. If you've done any yoga, you might know the move you do on all fours is cat-cow. This is like a seated cat-cow. You're just opening up your chest and moving your back and your insides forwards and back. And then as you start to move it forward and back, allow your breath to just decide where it wants to take you. So you might want to start to just roll your neck a little bit, because that feels good, or one of your shoulders might drop down. You're letting this wavy, curly movements start to happen through your body. Maybe that does bring you onto all fours. So maybe you're on all fours and you most definitely don't need to be watching what I'm doing, because you will be doing something totally different. Your breath is as unique as you are. Your body is unique to anybody else's, and that is your total superpower. So you're breathing and you're allowing your own body to tell you what feels good. And it's a feeling that's happening from the inside out. So you're just letting what happens happen. It might sound like a very simple practice, but we don't often give ourselves permission to do as our body is telling us to do in the moment that it's telling us to do it. So this little practice of crawling around and rocking backwards and forwards is a reminder directly from your body to your brain that everything is fine and that you can be relaxed and safe and feel good. Now, honestly, I could keep doing that all day long. It's such a good way to be able to just check straight in with yourself. It's something that I do every morning because I'm just giving myself 5 minutes to feel exactly what's going on at that moment. Trying to sit in the space where I'm not thinking about all the millions of things that I have to do, which I'm sure you know that feeling. I'm just really checking in with how I am then. All sorts of things may come up, and that's really fine, because the thing is, as we're moving and allowing things to happen and come up, as we're breathing and allowing our breath to take over our body, it moves things along. You know, your breath is working in the perfect harmony with your body. It is pushing fresh oxygenated blood all around your system, and it's getting rid of all the toxins and all the nasties. So when you really stop breathing, or you find yourself holding your breath in anticipation, and your breath is really shallow, what you're doing is you're stopping that flow, you know? And flow is really where it's all at. Flowing gets you where forcing can't. So one last thing I just wanted to tell you about your breath, that it's your very best friend. It will never ever lie to you. If you listen to your breath, it tells you exactly how you're feeling at the time. So the next time you find yourself having done a big exhale, just think, maybe you were holding your breath. Not even maybe, you definitely were holding your breath full of tension before that release happened. Be kind to yourself. I hope that has helped. Once again, my name's Aicha Mckenzie. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've got some good tips out of that, and I will see you very soon. Thank you.
If you like that video, there are loads more talks, classes and exclusive videos from the Happy Place Virtual Festival. So don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. Do follow us on Instagram for constant updates, and enjoy.